How you doing, everyone? Welcome to this morning's edition of the Biker Angle. We're actually recording the night before. Just got done painting one of those little wooden rocking horses for the grandbabies. Painted it orange, got the shit all over me, and decided to get the hell out of there because I was getting pissed. So, over here at the beautiful river, over at the dam, recording a little bit, and decided to take on a subject that I get asked about a lot. And that is, what's it called, how it was when I was coming up in the scene. And when I came up in the scene, it was a lot different than it is now. Well, of course, the culture was a lot different back then than it is now. The way the country thought was a hell of a lot different, and the people were a lot different back then as well. Nowadays, you got all these PC pussies all over the fucking place. And you say one thing wrong, next thing you know, they're all over your ass. But, you know, I am who I am. That's the way I've always been. So, some of the stuff that's different about when I came up was, again, the thinking of people. It was a lot more hardcore in the biker community than it is now. For example, women. You know, I know people can say nowadays, yeah, women don't matter. Shit, they'd be the first one to go home, run home when their old lady tells them to, because they got their dick on a leash. You know, they don't stand up, they're not men. Back then, a woman knew her fucking place. It is what it was. Women's didn't, you know, they didn't talk out of turn, and they didn't give you as many fucking headaches as they do today. They really didn't. Another thing about it was, I grew up, you know, and I was mentored a lot by guys who were in the Vietnam era, and those guys were the best around, man. Those were the hardcore scooter tramps right there. So I had the opportunity to learn from them, where a lot of the new jacks don't really have that opportunity anymore, because a lot of those guys are aging out of the lifestyle, you know, turned into scooters for RVs, or, you know, said fuck it with all the bullshit politics and the political correctness. So that's one of the biggest things I have to say that is different now than it was when I was coming up. Club scene prospecting back then in '93 was a lot fucking harder than it is now. You had to earn your shit back in '93. That's this one right here. And if you read the book that I got coming out September 1st, New Age the New Age of Biking and Brotherhood, you'll see a lot of what I mean in there. And it's like culture shock to somebody like me, seeing some of the stuff that you see today with the women wearing three-piece patches, or just in general, how a man actually acts around a woman. You know, I can put up some pictures on social media. Now, see, I'm really not big into social media. You know, I know we have to have a presence on it. You know, HarleyLiberty.com is our main one, and that's the one we really worry about, because all our RSS feeds are carried by, you know, shit, it has to be a couple thousand websites around the world now. All our stories go out to their feeds, and that's the one we always worried about. Because we average anywhere between, I don't know, 1.2 and 1.5 million people worldwide each month. You know, last month was huge. We had 2 million, which, holy shit, what a jump that was. But that's the main website we worry about. So, social media, I'm kind of in culture shock. Because I think it was the other day, I put up a picture of, what was it, 4 freaking broads. And I said, okay, if you had a chance to choose any 2 to bring home, which one would you do? And some of the responses were like, holy shit, are you kidding me? Really? You know, some would come out and say, well, none are whores, or I'm married and I wouldn't do that to my old lady. Jesus Christ, man, I thought we were bikers. Me, personally, I'd have took off fucking 4 home, and if the old lady didn't like it, shit, she can wait outside. You know, that's just the way the thinking was back then with us. And now, you know, I guess you can tell the rubs from those who grew up on the streets, and the different personalities and the way people look at something different. Because I'm telling you what, man, you had a chance to take 2 fucking women home, gorgeous as fuck. I don't give a shit if they fucking are whores or not, man. You at least get your dick sucked, man. Take them behind a fucking building or something. That's just the way it was done. But now it's like, you know, taboo. You know, I guess that political correctness has actually wore off on the biker community. You know, I also, you know, I grew up mostly on the streets of Melrose Park, Elmwood Park, right there in Chicago. I was actually, there you go, Southsider, that was the old one, man. That was the old Simon City, one of the guys on there is from Chicago, and he was in one thing and I was in another. It's quite actually humorous, man, it really is. But there you go, Southsider, you wanted to see it, there you go. That's the original, man. I think I got that when I was 15 or 16 years old. But yeah, growing up in the 80s, well, where I did, being around the old 60s and 70, you know, Vietnam era guys, they just taught us a whole lot different, man. You talking about rebellion. It was rebellion. You just didn't give a shit. You know, a man was a man and a woman was a woman. There was no, you know, distinguishment between that. You couldn't say one way or another, man. You acted like a pussy, you were put out like a pussy back then. So that's one thing that's really different nowadays. Another thing, again, you got a lot of pop-up clubs out there that are running to the cops all the time. Shit, you got people that you actually thought were something running to the fucking cops. Yeah, that story's coming up. Anyway, yeah, it was never like that before. You usually stood there like a man and you solved your business. Nowadays, it's all about cop calling. And what's even more surprising is all the bikers that actually support them. You know, I know they got their job to do. Don't get me wrong. I know that. But Jesus Christ, there was a fucking line that used to be in the sand before. They stood on their side, we stood on our side. That's just the way it was. And now you got bikers actually going out there wearing fucking blue ribbons or what the hell it is. And at the same time, they're out there harassing the same people that they want to be, but our own people are out there saying, oh, you know, they got a hard job, they got to do this, they do that. Hey, they chose to, man. Personally, with cops, and here's my thing. I think they're the fucking guys who got their asses whooped in high school, got the wedgies, got stuck in the toilet, you know, got stuck in the lockers, and now they're pissed off and want to get back at the guys that did it. I think that's truly the reason why somebody would want to be a fucking cop. You know, Jesus Christ, why the hell would anybody want to be a cop? But that's just me, man. You know, what the fun? There's no fun in it. What kind of fun can you have? You know, no wonder they're out there trying to act like, you know, when they get their motorcycle clubs going, they're trying to act like outlaw motorcycle clubs. They got to have some fucking fun, man. You know, besides having a police department up your ass, they got their old ladies at home fucking with a chain on their balls so they can't get out and do anything. No wonder they're acting up. You know, that's it. They got that chain on the balls and they're acting out because their old ladies got that shit on them, man. That's what's going on. I figured it out now. So, but, what do you guys think, man? You think that's what it is? You think that's why cops have to act like us? You know? I don't know. Another thing that's different, I guess, is independence, man. What the freak do you care what's going on in social media? I think the social media thing bugs the shit out of me. You know, you got guys out there saying, well, I think a biker's this, and I think a biker's that, or what's an outlaw this, or what's an outlaw that. You know, there's so many definitions out there. Be you, man. That's all I got to say. Who gives a shit what anybody else says about you? Really, do they pay your fucking bills? You know, are they paying your scooter payment? Who gives a shit what they have to freaking say, man? Social media is nothing more than a freaking high school for fucking adults nowadays. There's never any decent debate on the internet. You know, you just got people out there that run off at the mouth. You know, there's a lot of people out there that try to make money on the internet. There's a lot of people out there who, you know, try to give themselves some kind of cred. And the internet's the way to do it. So, yeah, social media's fucked up. The only social media we had back in the 80s and 90s, man, was, opening up your window and yelling out the door. You know, shit, that was before beepers, before cell phones. I think it was actually a better time then, man. Technology sucks, you know, especially now. You can't get away with any good shit anymore. So, I remember, actually, yeah, the only time I really wish I had technology was I had a 77 Bonneville, and I was fucking racing out, doing some stupid shit, drunk and shit. Next thing you know, I go down, fucking bust my fucking chops, bust all my teeth out, and had to walk a fucking block just to get to a fucking payphone. That's when I wish I had some technology, but nowadays, fuck no, I can't stand technology. You know, the only reason I use it is, you know, with Insane Throttle, doing the YouTube, doing the podcast, and which, by the way, the podcast is freaking, it's killing it. Motorcycle Madhouse, it's everywhere. Everybody loves it, so I really appreciate you guys and the support you give us on Motorcycle Madhouse. Repopulating this channel on YouTube. Yeah, it sucks the other one got taken down over some bullshit, but we're getting this one back up and going, working on it. It's going to take a while to get her repopulated and get back to where we used to be, but yeah. So, that's just some of the stuff that was different when I was coming up in this thing. Men were men. They weren't bitches like they are today. Most of them are bitches, let me tell you. If you know what? Here's an exercise. Do some homework. Go on the internet. Find some posts, especially about those that want to debate what a biker is, or this one. Well, if you trailer your bike, you're not a biker. Man, get the fuck out of here. Really? Here's what you do. Walk up to those that trailer those bikes and tell them, you're not a biker. You're a puss. Go tell them that. Let's see if you could do that, man. You know, for those people who say if you trailer a bike, you're a puss, you know, I hear them busting on Black Dragon all the time. And that's why I bring it up, you know, because he had his RV, he went to see Adam, and he was trailing his bikes. They were saying, oh, you're always trailing your bikes. Motherfucker put in a hard work to get that shit, man. He spent his money to get that RV. He spent his money to get that trailer. You didn't fucking pay for it. So if he wants to use the shit he paid for, who the fuck are you guys to tell him any different? You know, that never made any sense to me. Yeah. Here, put it this way. Yeah, I love camping out in the tents and stuff like that. I love camping out under the bike like I used to. But give me a fucking RV and my ass up in that RV, man. I'm old. Fuck all that bullshit camping on the ground. You know, you got it all fucked up. You think that's what all a biker's about, man. You know, you really do. If that's what you think a biker's just about is, you know, you have to ride 1,000,000 miles, or you got to do this, or you got to do that, you fucked up, because you know what? A biker don't got to do a goddamn thing he don't want to. That's straight up. If they don't want to do this, they don't have to do it. If they don't want to do that, they don't have to do it. So, fuck them. Got that, BD? Fuck them. Who gives a shit what they have to say? You want to trailer your bike, trailer your fucking bike. You paid for the motherfucker. Do what you got to do. Be you. So, with that, I appreciate everybody supporting the channel, sticking with us through all the bullshit. Next Friday, we got the exclusive response from the Outlaws Motorcycle Club, Insane Throttle Buzz, and sure to be a good one there. I don't know how many parts I'm going to break it up into, but we got some good shit coming out for you. Like I said, it's an exclusive and very rare does a club like the Outlaws or any of the Big Five put anything out, and Insane Throttle got the exclusive on it, so that should tell you something for those running their fucking mouths. Anyway, but with that, you guys stay safe, and I'm going to cut her short, and enjoy your day, and keep that rubber side down, crack that fucking throttle, and hey, if you see a couple fucking broads, go get that shit. You know, yeah, you married, ask your wife, she wants some. If not, put her out on the fucking doorstep, man. Be a man. Get you some. You're a man. It's in our fucking DNA. Come on already, guys.